What's up? If you've arrived here to pile number 1, the rune that you meditated on was Berkana, which is symbolizing birth, general fertility, both mental and physical and personal growth, liberation, and its regenerative power and light of spring. So, renewal, promise of new beginnings and new growth. The Alchemy Elementals card that came out for you was Water Lake Moon. And it says, we earthlings perceive the moon by way of the sunlight reflecting off its surface, just as shamans gather visions and insights from the moonlight reflected upon the lakes and the rivers. It is time to pause and reflect, dear one. Step into stillness and rest there, contemplating all that has been and all that you inspire to be. The deeper you are willing to delve into yourself, the more insights you will discover. Don't get sucked into the distractions of the outside world. Now is the time to go inside. Allow your attention to take the shape of the moon as your innermost being becomes the waters upon which it is reflected. Can you sit patiently in the silence and allow the insights to make themselves known and to guide you on your journey? The second card that came out for you is Lightning, which is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Essence. The powerful discharge of thunder and lightning illuminates the sky, strikes the earth, and is followed by the roar of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect, light, that brightens both the earth and the mind, but it also has a destructive side. Lightning can start fires, and if too strong, even kill. Invitation. Forces of the upper world are channeling their accumulated energy to ignite your new inspiration and creativity. Let this sacred gift of awakening take root in your being and embrace this new sense of clarity, passion, and insight. Medicine. Life grants you a destiny aligned with your passion and the harmony of all existence on earth. Now, lightning comes to jolt you into accepting your fate. Let this enlightenment unlock the way to fulfill your life's purpose. Otherwise, you'll be trapped by the karma of your own destiny. Be fearless and be fearless now. Hey, what's up? Welcome. This is pile number 2. If you meditated on the second pile, which is this rune, which is Nariz, which represents the energy of delays, restriction, resistance, leading to strength, innovation, need, fire, self-reliance, distress, confusion, conflict, and the power of will to overcome them. The Alchemy Elemental Shaman card that came out here is Fire Tribal Fire Star. Stories are the building blocks of society. Our mythologies create our culture, our mythologies shape our tribes, and our mythologies structure our families. If we find ourselves dissatisfied with our world as it is, then we have to get real about the materials we are using to create it. Remember that you are co-creating this reality structure with your every thought and your every word. Be mindful of the stories you are telling, dear one, and be sure that the narratives you are sharing are tales of triumph and tales of love, of peace, and of harmony, such that you are consciously building the reality you want to be living in. The Mystical Shaman Oracle card that came out here for you is the Circle. And the circle represents the ring totem. Essence. Oneness, interconnectedness, and continuity are the themes of this card. The ring totem reminds us that we are all dancers in an inclusive, unbroken circle. It evokes life's cycles and ever-changing selves, always linked to people, spirit, nature, and the universe. All essence is interwoven. Invitation. The appearance of ring totem is a reminder that you are connected to all things, everyone, and the divine. The essence of the sacred beats in your heart, inviting you to co-create your world. Understand that your intentions and goals here matter. Even a smile to a stranger can shift life's course. When the ring totem calls you to dance on life's sacred ladder, know that your work, love, and service hold far more value than you realize. Keep dancing, all will be well. Medicine. As medicine, the ring totem highlights the importance of decay, letting go, and the death and rebirth of old patterns. If facing loss or setbacks, remember, in the circle of life, nothing is wasted. Love will find its way again. Prosperity will rise from new ideas, and the divine always waits for you to reclaim your place in the dance. All right, if you meditated on pile number 3, which is the Gibo rune, right? The Gibo rune is gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance, all that matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. However, it's double Gibo, right? Which means that this is a binding energy. Okay? So what that's saying is there's an agreement between seeker and truth. And what I heard in addition to that was you give attention, you receive clarity, and nothing is taken without consent. Okay? So we're going to leave it at that. And then your Alchemy Elemental Shaman card that came out was the Power card. Right? And the Power card ties into the theme of discernment. So, because the journey of power is all about learning to differentiate between false power and true power. True power serves what is best for others in order for them to adapt and evolve, expand, grow, and amplify. It is the ability to lift people up and to show them what is possible. True power is vulnerable, open, and transparent. It supports that which makes a difference, not just in our own lives, but in the lives of many. When people or institutions try to impose their will onto other beings, or to enslave them, or infuse them with fear, lack, or division, that, my dear, is false power. That is straight up misuse of power, and true power will not bow down to that shit. When this card appears in your spread, you know that the spirits are offering insight into your own personal journey in the realms of power and are inviting you to refine your discernment accordingly. Your Mystical Shaman Oracle card that came out is the Luminous Warrior. All right, Warrior of Light. Essence. The warrior of light has no enemies in this world or the next, for their words and deeds are impeccable. They focus on their own light rather than what hides in the dark. Free from shadows, they shine like the sun, turning even the most fearsome foes into allies. Their power comes not from swords, but from speaking their truth at all costs. Invitation. The warrior of light reminds you to prioritize focusing on your strength, wisdom, and beauty. Don't let apparent flaws in yourself or the world lure you astray. Remember, intentions follow attention, so dwell on your positive traits. Nourish your light with more light until you feel true power. Then you'll hardly need to act, for you have resolved all situations from within. Medicine. Are you tempted by emotions to follow your lower instincts? Drawn into arguments with others? Lay down your sword. This is not the time for battle. Your enemy is not who you think. Avoid acting from anger, as it damages relationships and hurts those you care about. Find the truth hidden deep within that affirms your instinct for peace and not war.